Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Shanika. Welcome to my channel. I hope y'all are having a wonderful, blessed day. And today for y'all, I have a story from my Women's Devotional Bible, and it is called Hanging On to Hope. I'm going to read an excerpt for you all from Job chapter 31, verse 35, and it states, "Oh, that I had someone to hear me. I sign now my defense. Let the Almighty answer me. Let my accuser put his indictment in writing." Sometimes faith is just hanging on in the dark. These words, spoken by a wise woman, were offered as solace to a suffering friend. Sometimes things just don't make sense. Sometimes we simply can't see beyond the pain. And sometimes we can't even manage to utter a prayer. And that resonates with me so deeply because I will never forget the night I was on my way out the door to take my own life. And I reached for the door, and a voice in me just told me to get on my hands and knees. And the only thing that I could get out was help. That's all I could say was help. And our Father picked me up and transformed my life from that day on. So if you find yourself hanging on in a dark place, just say help. And our Father's going to come to your rescue. I know that firsthand. But let me get back to my story. In those dark nights, when life seems to suffocate us with sorrow, faith compels us to hang on. We've seen that Job, who suffered great losses, felt that way. Job 31 records the final words of Job's defense before God, after his three friends filled the air with their empty explanations of why Job had suffered so greatly. Think about it. We know the conversation God had with Satan at the beginning of the account, yet we are still appalled by the tragic events of Job's life. And if y'all don't know, Job lived a righteous life. He could do no wrong. And mischief went to God and was like, I want to rain hell in his life, but you got him so protected. And God was like, okay, you want to rain hell in his life? Go ahead, because I know Job. He's faithful. He's a good old faithful servant. But Job and his friends didn't know the conversation that God and Satan had. Anywho, Job had no idea Satan was tempting him because God was allowing his faith to be tested. No wonder Job reeled from his losses and grasped for answers. We can feel the pain and desperation in his voice when he cried, "Oh, that I had someone to hear me." He couldn't go to his friends, he couldn't go to his wife, and he was talking to God, but he wasn't getting a response back. So he's like, can somebody hear me? Do anybody hear me? Okay. But throughout his trial, throughout his test, Job knew the Almighty was listening. Have you ever felt that way? Perhaps your heart's cry surfaced in a winter season of your life, cold, dark, and endless. Did your winter only worsen when you received heartless indictments from your friends or family rather than warm words of understanding and consolation? You may be in that barren season even now, with no one to offer you comfort or relief. Allow Job's words to comfort you as a fellow traveler on your journey. Let the Almighty answer me. Job recounted his actions based on his heart for God. And although he never knew what happened in heaven to instigate his suffering, while we may learn God's reasons later, sometimes only in eternity, for now, All that is required is for us to hang on in the dark until God's light illuminates the way again. Reflection question 1. What have been the darkest days of your life? I can't list mine because I've had plenty of them, but that's a question for you to reflect on. 2. In what ways did God shine hope through your darkness? God came down and grabbed me and shook me and woke me up himself and started revealing himself through me, first through this good old Bible here. And then every morning I was able to now see, hear, listen, and recognize his word to help me get through. 3. Do you know someone who is echoing Job's plea to be heard? Try offering the warmth of comfort and a listening ear. Y'all, this Job didn't have what we have right here. I call the Holy Bible the book of life, our cheat sheet to life. So if we find ourselves in our dark place, first of all, we have to analyze ourselves and see first, did we invite mischief into our life? And we can invite mischief into our life by opening those doors, allowing people in our lives that's having bad influence on us. Those addictions, hitting the smoky, sticky, icky, drinking, or having an affair, or hanging around toxic people. Like, those are opening doors to allow mischief to come in and just rain hell in our life. And as soon as we open that door, mischief will go to our Father and be like, see, look, they are acting outside of your will. Can I go ahead and rain hell? And God would be like, go ahead, because they're out of my will. If you invite mischief in, then he gonna rain hell in your life. But if you were like Job, living a righteous life, and mischief comes in your life, raining hell in your life, now you know, based off of our good old word here, that your faith is just being tested. Either way, you're going to be getting tested. And the way to pass the test is for you to go to our Father. That's what he wants you to do. Repent if you have done something wrong and invited mischief into your life to rain hell into your life. Repent, change, go to our Father and ask him to help you navigate it. When you find yourself in a place where there is no one that you can turn to, please always know that you can always go to our Father. He is there. He see what you're going through. He know what happened from beginning to the end. So if you find yourself in a place where Job was like, oh, that I had someone to hear me. Like, I am going through this and I don't have nobody to talk to. Yes, you do. You have our Father to go to. And know that he is testing your faith. How strong is your faith in him? Not in man. Do not place your faith, hope, happiness, joy. Don't put none of that in man, because man will turn on you instantly in a heartbeat, okay? They'll turn on you. Don't do it. But our Father, he's going to guide you and help you see it through. And we have Job to know that he went through his suffering because he was being tested. His faith was being tested. How faithful and loyal are you to our Father? So you find yourself in that dark place and you don't have nobody to turn to. Turn to our Father. Do a self-assessment of yourself. Mischief don't like when you take accountability, y'all. He don't. He likes when you sit there and blame everybody else, because you will end up standing in that dark place because you can't change anybody else. If you're blaming somebody else for the reason why you feel the way you feel, that's exactly where mischief wants you to be, because there's nothing that you can do to that other person that will make them change the way you feel. Only you can go to our Father and change that emotion or feeling that you have, whether it's jealousy, envy, addiction, low self-esteem, insecurity, all of that. You can sit here and say somebody else is the reason why you feel insecure, or you jealous and you envious and everything, but ultimately it's on you. That person, but if that person come in and say, oh, you're beautiful, all of a sudden you're not going to feel insecure anymore. No. So that's something you have to take on within yourself and take to our Father and say, hey, Father, I'm in this dark place. Help me navigate getting out of this place. Turn to him, not to man. Rely on God, not man, not even yourself. Don't rely on yourself either, because you keep relying on yourself, you're going to stay in that dark place. So allow our Father to shine that light on you and open that door for you, the right door. Don't let mischief let you go through that wrong door over there. Don't open that door and invite him in either, y'all. We invite mischief into our lives a lot. And then when the suffering and the consequences happen, we want to start blaming everybody except for ourselves when we are the ones that open that door. That's all I got for y'all. Just remember that. Go to our Father. Hang in there. He's testing our faith. Do we truly believe? And do we truly trust and want to have that relationship with him? Thank you. I love you. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I hope y'all have a blessed and a wonderful day. I love you.